Hello everybody, thank you so much for being tuned in here. Week 7 already of the National Football League on this Sunday. A lot of games going down. Today it started off early with a fury. Tua Tagovailoa was benched by the Dolphins and Mike McDaniel rather, as Tua threw 3 interceptions. Benched for Quinn Ewers in an ugly loss for the Dolphins. The franchise has completely folded. They have turned on Tua, and they're probably going to turn on Mike McDaniel too, as the Dolphins are 1-6. Cleveland, a good encouraging win at home to get their second win of the year. The rookie running back Judkins with 3 touchdowns. Ugliest game you could ever see going on in New Jersey between the Panthers and the Jets. Both quarterbacks were so bad that both starting quarterbacks were benched. Andy Dalton and Tyrod Taylor are in for both sides in an ugly as sin game there. Also going on, how about Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson and the Bears? Another big game for DeAndre Swift, 124 rush yards and a touchdown. The Bears win again. They are 4-2 on the year. Also, early this morning, you had Matthew Stafford and the Rams take Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars out to the shed for some BTA, 35-7 in that game. Really the only entertaining game really going on in this early window. The Eagles and the Vikings, that game a 1-score game in the final 2 minutes. And the Chiefs took it to the Raiders so bad that Patrick Mahomes was pulled in the third quarter. Chiefs win that game 31-0. Have some great games coming up for the rest of the day. You have Jackson Dart trying to beat Sean Payton in Denver. Have a really good matchup between Daniel Jones and the Colts, Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Down in Dallas, you have Jaden Daniels against Dak, as well as Jordan Love against the Cardinals. Sunday night game, Falcons and the Niners tonight. We are rolling here in Week 7. It's a great day for ball, and we thank you for watching the post-game press conferences from all of these coaches, all of these quarterbacks. It's the NFL. It's never boring on a Sunday.